America is a country of immigrants, but we're afraid of foreigners. Perhaps no more so than other countries, but more paradoxically so because we are the world's greatest democracy. We have a unique history in how we have treated immigrants to American society. Perhaps the best example of what I mean by that is the demonization of Africans who ultimately became African Americans. Early in our history, Africans were considered subhuman. They were demonized, and that demonization justified the cruel and unusual institution of American slavery. Even after emancipation, African Americans were considered not a part of the body politic of America, and it took a century of cruel Jim Crow laws before we ultimately were able to achieve a modicum of democracy for Black Americans. You know, code words have been used throughout American history to really begin the process of demonizing particular immigrant groups who have come to American society. Perhaps a unique example involves the Germans. Benjamin Franklin, one of the most enlightened thinkers of the day and a founding father of American democracy, considered the Germans so foreign, so alien because of their culture and their language that they could never be assimilated in American life. Never. Even the Irish, who are today thought to be a bedrock element of American society, were considered as being alien and so foreign to American life that they were excluded even from the most basic job opportunities. There were signs that used to hang in stores and communities where the Irish had come that said, quote, "No Irish need apply," unquote. Back in the late 19th century, the late 1800s, Asian Americans were treated very much in the same way. They helped to build the railroads of the West, and yet they were so outside of the body politic that code words that talked about their alien background, their yellow skin, the yellow peril, unquote, that they represented to American life seemed to justify stripping them of their right to vote, their right to own property, their right to hold the most basic jobs in American life. And that demonization and the yellow peril was carried, unfortunately, to its extreme during World War II, when Japanese Americans were considered so potentially disloyal to American democracy that it justified their internment in prisoner of war camps. That's not the America we know today, but it is certainly the America that did occur, and it's the America that has laid the foundation for what we're experiencing today. Those code words, subhuman, yellow peril, alien, incapable of being assimilated in American life, are now being replayed in a modern day version directed toward Hispanic Americans. What you're looking at now is the demonization of the immigration policy debate in the 21st century in a way that is reminiscent of the same experiences that America endured both in the 18th century and the 19th century of American life. One would have thought that we would have learned a great deal more in the last 250 years, but it seems that we are all too willing to view the stranger in the same way that we did today, in the same way that we did when the founding fathers helped to seal American democracy.